Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name is Vipul and today we have with us a brand new Pulsar. And this is the Pulsar N125, and I say brand new because it has been built ground up and it is completely new. And in this video I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about the new N125. So let's get started. Firstly, let's start with the design. Now, the design here has been changed completely. You get a new headlamp cluster. You get these body colored panels on the side. No cowl here, but you have the number plate here. You get telescopic forks, but you get these covers on it, giving it a beefy look, making it look like a much more muscular motorcycle. Right here, you still get some body colored panels. You have a disc brake. This is a 80 by 100 section tire, 17-inch alloys. You get bulb turn indicators, and if you look at the tank, you get a muscular tank. You have these big tank shrouds with the Pulsar branding right here and a Pulsar stickering as well. And on the side you still have some body colored panels, and it comes in this shade of purple. I'll let you know what the three colors are in a bit. Here you have a 9-liter fuel tank, and this is the 125cc engine. You get a kick as well as a ISG starter. Coming to the rear, you have 17-inch wheels at the rear. You get a 110 by 80 section tire at the rear on the top end variant. The base variant gets a 100 by 80 section tire, so a little skinnier. You get a tire hugger right here. Turn indicators are bulbs again. You get this nice big grab handle for the pillion, and there is no disc brake at the rear. You get drum brakes. Also, there is no ABS, but you do get combi brake system. Talking about the seats, you have a longish seat for the rider and the pillion, so there's plenty of space to move around. The width is not very wide, it's a little narrow, but you do have ample of space to move around in the front and the back, both for the rider and the pillion. Now, speaking about the handlebar, you have a short handlebar. It's nice and easy to maneuver the motorcycle in traffic. You get a USB port right here. It's a type A port. The switchgear, right here you have the engine kill switch. This is the ISG starter switch, so you can put it on or off. And here you have the ignition, accelerator, and this is the front brake lever. Right here you have the menu button, and then you have the turn indicators and the horn, which sounds like this. And right here you have the clutch lever, and the clutch action is very light. The mirrors are also nice and wide. They give a nice view of what's coming at the back. And right here you have a digital instrument cluster. You have the fuel gauge here, you have the speedometer, and all your warnings and messages will come here. You have the odometer here and the clock right here. Now, this does not get the gear position indicator, nor does it get a tachometer. All the telltale lights are integrated right here, and as you can see, we are standing under direct sunlight, so it is pretty visible. Also, a closer look at the headlamp. You get a bi LED headlamp, and that's how it lights up. Let us know what do you think of this headlamp design. So overall, this is what the new Pulsar N125 looks like. Let us know what you think of its design in the comment section below. I'm sure you want to know how this motorcycle sounds, so let's take a listen to that. As you can see, this gets an underbelly exhaust. I'll fire it up for you and then you let me know how it sounds. Now, the motorcycle gets a silent start, so you will not hear the cranking sound. So I'll just start it. As you saw, there was no cranking sound at all. And this is how it sounds on idle. And let's rev it a little bit now. And that's how the exhaust sounds. Let us know what you think of it in the comments. Now, the motorcycle gets 198 mm of ground clearance, so it can go over any bad roads. Seat height is 795 mm, and it is on the stand right now. But if I take it down from the stand, both my feet are flat on the ground. There's a lot of space, and because the seat at the front is narrow, even shorter riders will be able to ride this very comfortably. And overall, the riding position is pretty comfortable. The handlebar is nice. The mirrors are pretty good, and you can adjust them as per your view. You have a good view of the instrument cluster, and it's a comfortable riding position. The foot pegs are not very rare set, so it's not very sporty, but you do get a riding position that will help you maneuver in the traffic very easily. Also, the bike weighs only 125 kgs, so maneuvering it, moving it in the parking lot is going to be very easy for you. So that was about this seating position and the rider ergonomics. Now let's get riding and tell you what this motorcycle rides like. So the new Pulsar 125 is powered by a 125cc engine that has been built ground up, and Bajaj has told us that there were no part sharing, and this is a completely new engine. It puts out 12 PS of power and 11 Newton meters of torque, and as compared to its rivals, the Xtreme and the Raider, this is the most powerful engine which produces the most power and torque, but just by a margin. Now, firstly, its silent starter gives you a very premium feel, and you feel that you're riding a much premium motorcycle. Also, right off the bat, you will notice that this is a very refined and smooth engine. It does sound very good for a 125cc engine as well, and it rides really well. The engine is paired to a 5-speed transmission, and the shifts are very quick, very smooth, and the clutch action needs a special mention here. It is very light. I mean, even if you're stuck in traffic for long hours and you have to hold the clutch for long hours, you are not going to feel tired because it is a very light clutch action. Also, the power delivery is nice. You get a move on very quickly, and since the motorcycle is so light, it's very agile. It is very easy to move it and maneuver it through traffic. Speaking about in-gear speeds, the first gear maxes out at 25 kmph, the second at 48, and the third at 75 kmph. I was able to achieve a top speed of 97 kilometers per hour, and that is about the claimed top speed of the motorcycle. It is very quick off the line as well, and it can do 0 to 60 in just 6 seconds. Now, another special mention is the suspension setup. It is a very beautifully tuned suspension, and it is not very hard, it's not very soft. I was even riding in a rough road where the suspension held up very nice at higher speeds as well. So overall, the suspension is pretty comfortable. Thanks to the shorter handle, the handling is also really good. The weight is light, so parking it and maneuvering it in a parking space is going to be very easy. And if this is going to be your first motorcycle, it's going to be really very easy to handle. Now, braking is also good. It gets a disc brake at the front and a drum at the rear. It does not get ABS, but it does get the combi brake system, which gives it a decent enough stopping power. The initial bite is also very nice, and it did give me a lot of assurance that the motorcycle would come to a stop whenever the brakes are hit. Now, we were able to ride the motorcycle for a very short while, so won't be able to give you the exact fuel efficiency numbers, but to give you a perspective, you should get anywhere between 55 to 60 kmph in mixed riding conditions on the highway and in the city. It's going to be more closer to 55 when you're riding in traffic, but on the highways you'll get 60 or more than that as well. But we'll give you a detailed review once we have it back at base and we do a detailed review of the motorcycle. Overall, if I have to sum up the ride, it is a very refined. It does not buzz a lot. The buzz comes in only in higher revs. Now, there is no tachometer on the motorcycle, so I was not able to tell where the buzzing starts, but I'm guessing it's going to be around 6,500 RPM where the buzzing starts and you feel the vibrations. But if you're riding at around 70 to 85, are you cruising around 85 kmph, you will feel no vibes at all and you will have a very comfortable ride. So that was the all-new Pulsar N125, and in my opinion, given the design of the motorcycle, the bright color scheme, it is targeted towards the youth, and it comes in direct competition with the Xtreme 125 and the Raider 125 from TVS. So what Bajaj have done right here is equip this motorcycle with a new engine, and this engine is very refined. It has very less vibrations. I would not say that the vibrations are not there. Yes, the vibrations are there, but they come in at a very higher rev range. The low end torque and the mid range is really good, and that's what you need to ride in city. So this is a city bike. It is not meant for the highway. I mean, you can do about 80-85 comfortably, and that is a good speed for this motorcycle. Pushing it above 90, you start to feel the vibrations and the buzzing all over the motorcycle. So it's not meant to be taken on the highways. Yes, you can do those short weekend rides, but it is targeted more towards people who are going to be riding it in the city. So college going youth, if young professionals, it's your first motorcycle, you want something that looks different from the crowd, and you like bright colors, so yes, this is what you have. And in terms of power and performance, it has the best in segment power and performance figures. Yeah, the fuel tank could have been bigger, but given its fuel economy, you should get a good range, and you would require very less fuel refills within the week. Let us know what you think of the motorcycle. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments below. Subscribe to Motoroids if you haven't already. Press that bell icon so that you get notified whenever we upload our next video. This is Vipul signing off. I will see you in the next one. Until then, rev hard, rev free, and ride safe.